A great man is hard on himself. A small man is hard on others. A man is great not because he hasn't failed. A man is great because failure hasn't stopped him. Keep it simple and focus on what matters. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed. Knowledge without practice is useless. Practice without knowledge is dangerous. I was complaining that I had no shoes till I met a man who had no feet. Expect much from yourself and little from others, and you will avoid incurring resentments. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Attack the evil that is within yourself, rather than attacking the evil that is in others. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Happiness does not consist in having what you want, but in wanting what you have. Do not worry if others do not understand you. Instead, worry if you do not understand others. As the water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it, so a wise man adapts himself to circumstances. He who cannot describe the problem will never find the solution to that problem. It is easy to hate, and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. The archer who misses his mark does not blame the target. He stops, corrects himself, and shoots again. The beginning of wisdom is to call things by their proper name. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. Of course you want to be rich and famous. It's natural. Wealth and fame are what every man desires. The question is, what are you willing to trade for it? To know what is the right thing to do and not do it is the greatest cowardice. When you see a good man, try to emulate his example. And when you see a bad man, search yourself for his faults. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. The superior person is in harmony, but does not follow the crowd. The lesser person follows the crowd, but is not in harmony. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. Man who wants pretty nurse must be patient. Every house guest brings you happiness, some when they arrive and some when they are leaving. When I am with others, they are my teachers. I can select their good points and follow them, and select their bad points and avoid them. A man who does not think and plan long ahead will find trouble right at his door. A wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. Being strong does not mean that you never fall down, but that whenever you fall, you get up again. The father who does not teach his son his duties is equally guilty with the son who neglects them. It is the law of nature. that woman should be held under the dominance of man. Those who do not study are only cattle dressed up in men's clothes. In old days, men studied for the sake of self-improvement. Nowadays, men study in order to impress other people. Women and people of low birth are very hard to deal with. If you are friendly to them, they get out of hand, and if you keep your distance, they resent it. The superior person is calm and composed. The lesser person is continuously worried and distressed. The tongue must be heavy indeed, because so few people can hold it. You judge yourself by what you think you can achieve. Others judge you by what have achieved. When you are ignorant about something, to know that you are ignorant about it, that is knowledge. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. The virtuous man is driven by responsibility. The non-virtuous man is driven by profit. There are three things against which the wise man guards: lust when young, quarrels when strong, and covetousness when old. Those who cannot forgive others break the bridge over which they themselves must pass. At 70, I could follow the dictates of my own heart, for what I desired no longer overstepped the boundaries of right. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation there is sure to be failure. A workman who wants to do his work well must first prepare his tools. When young, beware of fighting. When strong, beware of sex. And when old, beware of possession. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others.